Hey guys, Connor from the Ticket Stub, and you are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody. Late again, yet it's your Moxie Late Girls. I know.
But you know, we had to wait extra late last night for election results.
I know. It's just burned over into this morning.
It has.
Yeah, and you've traveled the country this morning, girlfriend.
It's been a morning already.
Oh, my gosh.
It's been a week already.
It's been a week already this morning.
It's hump day.
It's hump day. And we have hump week. And
Yes.
you and I are in sync this week, I guess.
I know,
this
it has
month.
been kind of crazy.
I know. So anyway,
Yeah.
we have so much to talk about
I know.
today.
And it's almost overwhelming,
It
the
is.
fact that it is already November and we are just 3 short weeks from Thanksgiving. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks.
No, 3 weeks. 3 weeks from tomorrow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
The
Yeah, it
holiday
is.
season is upon us.
It is. And that's always good because, I need to gain weight. Anyway.
Yeah, me too. Let's just undo all the good that we've done.
Yeah,
Not that I've done
exactly.
good here lately, but
No. But that's what's required.
I
You have
know.
to do good so that you can add to it.
And and this is such an interesting time for me because
Yes.
we have the holidays, and
Yes.
I love Thanksgiving.
I know.
I love the fall. I love having campfires, and I love hunting
Football.
season. But football is coming to a very sad end, and
till
the holiday
February
stress is
1st.
about to come, and just so many things. It's just
Right.
kind of
I know.
just that time.
I know.
But lots of good things to look forward to.
Yes.
Yes.
We and furthermore, we have holiday parties coming up.
Yes,
I'm
we
excited.
do.
I actually bought a couple of outfits for holidays.
You're so far ahead of me.
If anybody wants to send us an invitation to see a really cool holiday party, birthday too, that's good. But anyway, I'm like ready.
I know,
ready. One of them's in blue.
It's gonna-
Melanie blue.
Oh, so nice.
I know. It's
Yeah.
exciting. So there's all of that.
Yeah.
And then we have that phenomenal thing that happened yesterday that you and I live for, and that is
election day. And and it was very interesting. So, we did some discussing about it last night, and we talked to some of our circle about some of the results and everything that happened yesterday.
And we talked to one of our clients who did very well.
We did. And it's really interesting. And I think whenever we start sitting down and sinking our teeth into these results, I think we're going to find some really cool trends. But one of the, most obvious is how about voter turnout, especially for a proposition / school bond election, which is pretty much all we
Nuts.
had.
It was absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I mean, we
Crazy.
had some mayoral, contests and some township elections and everything, but for the most part, especially here on the north side of Montgomery County, it was kind of a humdrum election, and people came out by the droves. I talked to my mother this morning, and she stood in line. She got in line at 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon in Willis, and did not get to vote, did not leave until 4:15. Stood in line for over 2 hours
Wow.
because of the voter turnout. So it was all over the place. And
That's awesome.
I think it's awesome. And I think everybody's going to be trying to figure out, okay, what motivated
Yeah.
everybody to get out? So if you went and voted, either in early voting or yesterday,
Let us
we
know.
we want to know why. What made you get out? Was it the school bond? Was it the Woodlands Township
propositions.
races? Was
The
it the propositions? Was it the huge state income tax
Yeah, that's a big
proposition
one.
that was kind of confusing?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it still
was.
passed with almost 80%, but it was kind of
and it was kind of confusing because it really
it
wasn't
was.
necessary.
You have
But hey,
You
whatever.
have to vote yes to say no.
Yes,
It's,
yeah,
let's make it a little bit more complicated. But and of course the Conroe ISD school bond,
Right.
Proposition A passed, which was the larger portion of the bond that had to do with school growth and everything, but Proposition B failed to pass.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see kind of what people's responses are and how they explain why. And but it was an interesting day, I think. And then looking down south at the mayoral race,
Wow.
looking at the governor's race in Kentucky that is going to be contested for a while. I have a funny feeling that they're going to be taking a look at that
Yes.
several different times over.
It will be, and that's a pretty interesting race. I think the Republicans have, I think they felt a setback because of some, political errors that he made. He didn't have political foresight about some of the things he had done, and so I think that there's a whole different psychology to that
Right.
race. But if you're a Democrat and you look at that race, you're gonna take hold of that and assume that that wasn't the case. And
Well-
that you got, so I don't know. You're right. It's gonna be one of those things we continue to evaluate.
Yeah, and and going into primary season in the spring, it's going to be a lot of discussion, a lot of talking. We still have a lot. Filing deadline hasn't come up yet,
I know that starts.
so we will. We'll be
Saturday.
seeing what happens. I have a funny feeling that there might be some surprises coming up in some local races.
I know.
So it'll be fun and interesting to see.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And so along the lines of the Woodlands and all of their activities,
Yes.
they had 11 people on that township.
Running for 3 positions.
cumulatively,
Yes.
running for 3 positions. So that's interesting in and of itself to
Yeah.
me. And a lot of it was, incorporation, no incorporation. What do you like? And then you have people on there that, it's a nonpartisan race. So you have people on there that are conservative versus progressive. And so there's that, but many of those people were supporting incorporation. So anyway, it's interesting, and it's interesting how it passed and by what numbers, because I wouldn't have said those numbers would have been that stark. I'm glad they were.
Yeah.
It made great press for Moxie because, as many people know, position 7 winner Bob Milner was our client.
Yes.
Or is our client,
Is
I
our
should
client.
say. And
Yes. Congratulations to him.
Yes, congratulations.
Yes. And
What
Dr.
an
Shelley
awesome
Sakula
fight.
Gibbs and,
Shelley
Dr.
Sakula Gibbs
Schneider.
And Dr. Schneider,
Yep.
correct. So anyway, I think there's lots of interesting things to be
do
picked
too.
apart from that race.
Yeah, I do too.
So
And looking at the different numbers and looking at the voter boxes, it's gonna be really interesting to see what the deal is.
because voter boxes still matter in Montgomery County.
They still do. And one of the
Not in
things that,
Harris.
that we've been talking about for a while now is come 2020 there will be no straight ticket voting.
No.
So everything becomes kind of different, kind of changes the playing field a little bit. So
It will.
Yeah,
It will.
for we political junkies that get really interested in making some analyses on voter turnout, on voter behavior. It's going to be a really interesting time, especially in the spring.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Well,
And then we have that little presidential election
Yeah,
thing going
yeah,
on.
yeah,
it's-
well, whatever.
With all this,
Yeah,
talk of impeachment and everything else. So lots of interesting political things coming up. Speaking of
Agreed.
interesting political things coming up,
Yeah.
tonight is going to be a great event. Kevin Brady is having his annual Blues and Barbecue at the Do-Si-Do Big Barn. It is always such a great event, and this year he is having Craig Cagle come and perform. It's going to be, the music's going to be great. The food will be great. The crowd's going to be awesome. I just know it is. Tickets are just $15. You can still actually RSVP because I did mine late yesterday. Thanks, Craig. But you can still buy your tickets at the door. But I would definitely make it not only an opportunity to come meet and talk with Congressman Brady and his amazing staff, but also just celebrate that so many people embraced Election Day and got out and did their civic
Absolutely.
duty. Because I am so excited about that.
I think it's great. I think
Yeah.
it's absolutely awesome.
Yeah. So that's coming up tonight, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And then tomorrow afternoon, this is an event that I'm hoping to be able to make it to because I'm such a huge fan of hers. But the Woodlands Women's Council of Entrepreneurs is hosting an inspirational speaker series, and tomorrow they are having Miss Meredith Jerica of Makeup Junkie fame.
Yes.
And she's going to be speaking from 11:30 to 1 at Town Hall, Texas. And if you aren't familiar with Makeup Junkie or with Meredith, Meredith is a female small business owner. She started up just a few short years ago and making her own makeup bag that lays flat. I could show it to you because I have one. Actually, I have more than one. And has grown the business tremendously and then took a huge, humongous, giant step forward this year when she was on Shark Tank. And now she's come up with another line of bags. She's coming out with full tote bags. She's coming up with a makeup line. So many great things happening with her.
Wow.
If you want to be inspired, she's a mom. She's a woman. She's involved. She's funny as all get out. Follow her on social media 'cause she's hysterical. But if you're looking for an hour and a half to go get some inspiration, get some great business insight, definitely check that out. I know the tickets are on Eventbrite, but again, it's going to be at Town Hall, Texas, and it is hosted by the Woodlands Women's Council of Entrepreneurs.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And she's great.
And she is really, really great and beautiful, just inside and out. And anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. And then so many fun things going on this weekend also.
Really?
Yeah. So we've got
I have absolutely not one single plan for this weekend.
well, we have lots of things to choose from.
oh gosh.
That's kind of the
I was kind of thinking about
idea
running
here.
away out of town this weekend,
Well,
but maybe I
that's still
shouldn't.
possible,
Maybe I
too.
shouldn't. Maybe I should.
So,
stick around.
well, starting on Friday, we have the Tough Foundation Cooking for Courage Barbecue Cook-Off and Festival. That's going to be going on at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. It all goes back to benefit veterans programs. And if you go to tufffoundation.org, you can get all the details, but they're going to have all kinds of live music
where's that?
and
That's at the
food. That
fairgrounds?
is at the fairgrounds.
I thought it was at the airport or something. Where did I see that?
Huh?
I thought for some reason I thought there was something out of the airport. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, well, there is an event at the airport, which is called. I'll think of it here in a minute.
You're having
But
a melody stroke,
It's a
huh?
special needs flight. A Challenge Air.
Challenge Air.
is going on this
Maybe
weekend
that's
too.
what I saw. Okay.
So that's happening this weekend. Also going on, we have the Montgomery County Nutcracker Market, smaller scale of the big monstrosity that starts next Friday, and I'm so excited about it. But that's going on from 10 to 5 on Sunday and noon to 5 on Sunday. That's going to be out at the Lone Star Convention Center, so you can go out to the cook-off, then head over to the Nutcracker Market, then go back out to the cook-off, whatever works for you. And then there's also going to be the 32nd annual Woodlands Wildflower Festival at Rob Fleming Park
Ooh.
over in Creekside.
That's crazy though. We're
It
at a
is.
strange time of year.
I know. Maybe it's just because it's cooling off, so you can actually enjoy the
Yeah,
wildflowers.
maybe that's it.
Also going on, this wonderful organization called the Neighbor Bridge is going to be hosting their Woodlands Backyard Throwdown at Town Green Park. This really sounds like a lot of fun. It's going to be ladder ball and beanbag tosses and all kinds of fun stuff going on. And it all benefits the Neighbor Bridge, which is a great organization that is looking to raise money to build a special needs community for individuals, not only with autism, but larger diagnoses than that too. That's going to be from 12 to 6. It really does sound like a whole lot of fun. I know that Corkscrew Barbecue is going to be out there. They're going to have all kinds of games for the kids. And the weather's supposed to be beautiful. It's a good time to get outside, soak up some good vitamin D. That'll be great. And then we also have the 24th Annual Children's Festival going on at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion.
Wow.
I know. And it's
I'm
going to be a beautiful
exhausted. I
weekend
haven't
for it.
done anything. I know it is. It's supposed to be absolutely gorgeous,
Yes.
and that's exciting.
And it's second weekend of hunting season, rifle season. So I'm hoping that somebody out there in Lone Star Radio Land will be bringing us some, venison backstrap,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
processed,
like
unprocessed,
next- yeah,
sausage, summer sausage,
like next
jerky,
Wednesday,
whatever.
please.
Yeah, I'm
Next
good with that.
Wednesday, please. A little gravy too.
But
to go
yeah,
with
so
it.
many great things going on, and that's just this week. And then we roll into next week, and we've got all kinds of awesome things going on.
Okay, so we have a ton of stuff going on.
Yes, we
Deb,
do.
Are we about ready for a break? All right. Why don't we take a little break and we will come back and then we'll discuss an event coming up later next week.
Because there's so much going on. So if you're heading out for lunch, make sure you tune us into 104.5 and 106.1 FM dial. If you're here in the Conroe area, you can watch us live on Facebook. You can also go to the Moxie Innovative page and you can get alerts every show for every Wednesday that we're here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
So tune in and we'll be right back.
Does your company have needs that can be met by an employee who is dependable, hardworking, enthusiastic, motivated, cooperative, respectful, and punctual? Conroe Independent School District Special Education Department can meet your needs by connecting you with potential employees that have been preparing for a lifetime of employment. We have numerous individuals seeking paid and unpaid work experiences. If your company is interested in seeing how we can meet your business needs, call Conroe ISD Special Education Department to find the best employees for you at 936-709-7671.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. or call in and leave us a message at 936 647 3776.
Texas Joe Bailey here, spokesman for Love Your Veterans. It's our mission to shine light on our forgotten heroes, and you too can show your support by joining us at the Love Your Veterans Montgomery County Christmas Market, December 5th and 6th at Bull Solace Park. Activities for the kids such as photos with Santa and the Grinch, a marketplace to find amazing Christmas gifts, and it's all for a great cause. Learn more at loveyourveterans.org. Vendor registration is currently open. Hope to see you there.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Melanie with Toast of the Town with Christy and Mel. We are here today. Christy's in her own little happy world.
I'm just, the music just gets
I
me.
know it does. It's
Puts me in a
great.
good mood, even when things are crazy. You
And
can just-
that's what I don't like about the headphones. Maybe I should use headphones. I don't really know. But anyway.
Yeah. It is a-
Dick, are you going to make it over there? Because we're like worried about you. If you just croak on us, we're just going to keep going. And,
I know.
We'll call 911, and when they get here, they'll deal with it.
Yeah. So, so recapping a little bit, because we missed last week's show, because
Yes,
we
we
both
did.
we were in election frenzy. We were in golf tournament frenzy.
Yeah.
We were in post Matthew McConaughey frenzy.
Oh, yeah.
We had so much going on. So we were able to attend the VIP grand opening of River Plantation Golf Club. And how much fun was that?
Too much.
Too much fun.
It was too much
yes,
fun.
so we,
And we did. We
got
had
to
a
spend
great
some time with Mr. Matthew McConaughey, who was such a great speaker,
all right.
but
All right.
so
Oh my gosh,
nice
he's
and
so awesome.
kind and generous of spirit and everything. So that was a tremendous amount of fun.
Yeah. And the kids.
Oh yeah, the kids had fun. Yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
He had his good section.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yep.
Anyway, so I found him extremely. You know what I like about him? He's smart and deep.
Yes.
I mean, extremely.
But he's
smart
also
and
very
deep.
charming, and he
Yeah.
he
Very
comes across
charismatic.
very well,
Very charismatic.
and
Right.
and was so nice, and even signed a bottle of his Long Branch bourbon, which is in conjunction with Wild Turkey. Autographed that so that I could put it in our Bridgewood Farms
Yes.
auction for our golf tournament.
And how did that go?
The golf tournament turned out really well. So we had that cold spell that kind of came in. So it was a little chilly, but it was a beautiful day. We had so much fun. The golf course was absolutely gorgeous. And
Well, I
you
was
talk
there.
about white glove
was awesome.
service.
Oh, yeah.
I can't really say enough about Rob and Clay and David and Lizzie over there at River Plantation Golf Club. They really rolled out the red carpet. They were willing to do everything. Of course, I can't let people do everything, but they were willing and able and trying to do everything they could to make sure everything came off without a hitch. The food was fantastic. The service was unbelievable. It was just a really, really outstandingly great day.
And we had some notables, local notables there.
We did. Our friends over at the Woodlands Chamber,
Yeah,
Mr. J.J.
yeah.
Holly and friends came out to play, and it was just, it
few
really
others.
was. It was just,
Yeah.
it was just a lot of fun. It was a good day, and a good day for Bridgewood Farms, which is always a good day for me. And now we just roll into
ready
roll
to
into the next
ready
event.
to plan the next
But
event.
yeah, but that was a lot of fun.
So we do have a number of events coming up. We really do.
Yeah,
And
it is political season.
It is. And the first one that we've got coming up the next one that we have coming up, I should say, is this coming Wednesday.
It is.
And it is an awesome event. And of course, Bobby. Look at you.
Look at me.
Bobby Kasperzak, Robert Kasperzak.
Yes.
Lovingly known
Otherwise
as
known as
Bobby
Bobby.
to many of us, is running for the 457th Court,
Yes.
District Court.
The new district court.
The new district
The new
court.
district civil court.
It is a civil court. It will not be a criminal court.
Right.
Will not. It will be a civil court. And anyway, he is running for it. And
Yes.
of course, he classifies himself, and we do too, for that matter, as the right fit.
Right.
But he is having an event next Wednesday, and he has the coolest guest coming, which
He
is
does.
awesome.
Well, and first of all, it's going to be at River Plantation Golf Club, like we were
I
just
know.
talking about. So if you're looking for a great event with some great food, this is definitely one of them. But what a great bonus of a guest speaker that we're going to have.
I agree.
Yes. So Dr. Edward Erler is a senior fellow and a member of the board of directors of the Claremont Institute. And he is going to be coming in from San Bernardino, California, to share some thoughts on philosophy and constitutional law and
No, he's
pretty
going to talk
exciting.
about
immigration and citizenship.
immigration and citizenship.
Yes.
And I think it will probably be one of the most interesting things that we get to experience this week.
Yes,
For sure,
Oh,
or
I think
next
so
week.
too. And the setting will be great, of course. But I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, and I think just by the number of people that have said, we're coming, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just we think it'll be a good turnout, along with the fact that we also know how many tickets have been sold. So
Exactly.
that's really good.
And you can still get tickets if you'd like to go on. We should have also his website is Casper Zach for Judge, but Casper Zach only has 2 vowels in it.
Yeah.
We should have done Cas for Judge also.
Kaz for Judge.
But it's KASPRZAK. You'll be able to find that on the Moxie Innovative Facebook page.
Yeah.
But CasperZachForJudge.com. You can get your tickets there. They're only $25, and that is going to be lots of yummy, yummy food, and there's going to be
couple
some
of drinks.
some adult cocktails available, and
Yeah.
5:30 to 8. So not a real long evening, but a great time to come out and
And the speaker's
Put
only
your
going to
thinker on.
speak. The speaker's only going to speak 20 minutes ish. He's not going to stand up there and boringly drone on and on, but he will be there and be available. There'll be Q&A, which will be really interesting if you know some of our politicos. Not our personal politicos, but Montgomery County politicos. That'll be really interesting. And then the other thing is that he will be there just to visit with people and answer
and sign
questions
some books,
and sign
because
books.
he does have some
Exactly.
books out, so he's going to be
he's
signing
an
those.
author, and so
Yeah.
anyway, it'll be really interesting, and we're looking forward to a great time. And of course, you are in charge of putting all the food and beverage together.
I know.
So, woohoo!
It's a hard life. It's a
It
hard
is,
life.
it is.
But it's sure to be a good time. So
It
make
will
sure you
be.
go
It
online,
will
get
be.
your tickets, or if you don't, if you can't remember Casper Zach, then just reach out to us. We'll make sure we get those
Yeah,
tickets to you.
and they'll be available at the door too. We prefer you do it in advance so that we know we've got enough food and so forth. So
I know. 'Cause we got
Anyway, I know.
And you know what's coming up next weekend too?
what's that?
Well, we have Fight Night by LT Gray Promotions coming up next Saturday. So you can still
exciting.
go get your tickets. We actually have another pair of tickets to give away.
Yes, we
So
do.
if you would like to send us a private message, we will put your name in the hat and we will draw for those tickets. These are general admission tickets. They're normally $35 a piece, but yeah, we'll give away a pair of them.
And we got to tell people, remind them what is there. There's going to be like 12 fights.
Yeah, 12 to 14, and 4 of those are title fights. Like this is
Title
a big
fights,
deal.
yeah,
It's a
exactly.
big deal. It's
So-
like Vegas
so-
night in Montgomery County.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I'm going.
You going?
Yeah, I'm going.
See? Dick's going to be there.
Yeah.
Dick should be the ring model. I could see him in a bikini.
oh, wouldn't that be cute?
It'd be so cute.
Yeah, it would.
It'd be so cute.
Look at it. Look at
No,
him.
he's shaking his head. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great night. Are you
would.
a big boxing connoisseur?
I enjoy watching like fight night
I do too,
stuff.
yeah.
One of my good friends is a huge boxing fan, so he's coming up from Houston to watch.
Fun.
Oh, that'll be
He's
fun.
excited about it, and he wants to be there the whole time.
Yeah.
Good.
So I'm excited because I'm interested to see the venue and how they're going to fit all those people in, because I know they're going to have a lot of people
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
they sold out the last show
Yeah,
that they
they
did
did.
sold out here. Then they did one I know in Galveston, and it sold out as well. So, the boxing masses are definitely out there. It's going to be fun.
Great.
I know.
It'll be great.
So
We're
that's
looking
coming
forward
up.
to it.
Yeah. So if you'd like a pair of those tickets, send us a private message. We'll put your name in the hat for a drawing, and or you can, if you want, we still have a couple of seats available at our table.
Yes. Yes.
I know.
You should
come
let us
party with
know.
us.
If you go and come party with us, you just let us know.
'Cause we-
message us, because we'll see. Y'all just message us and
I know.
So if we've still got them left, we will be glad to accommodate you.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now, there was something else I was going to say, and it was on my head, and gosh
And I
darn
jacked
it,
it up.
You did.
It's what happens. It's what happens.
Yeah.
It is Hump Day Wednesday, and we've got the event tonight on our brains, and
Yeah.
we've got the end of football season coming up. We've got Aggies have a bye week this week, and tomorrow
Really?
night is the final football game for Jackson and Katie for our Willis
Aw.
teams. I know. I'm so sad.
I cannot believe it's already flown
Me
by.
too. I
feel like
know.
we just got started.
I know, and so we'll be wrapping up that football season, and of course that just means the beginning of baseball season.
Woohoo!
I know, but it'll be coming up here quick, and but it still makes me
No
sad
no cheerleaders for
for baseball.
baseball.
I know, got to work on that.
So then, she's going to do some other things though. She's
Yeah,
kinda like
yeah.
a
I'm still
kid.
trying to convince her to go into diving. If anybody has any divers, please let me know. They can influence her. But she's going to be running track here in a bit. And, she told me, so she just got a new phone the other day and it has a health tracker on it, kind of like a Fitbit built in.
Yeah.
And she was like, Mom, I got to tell you, I did, this was on Monday. She goes, I did 7,000 steps, but that doesn't count the 3 miles I ran before school for cross country. Okay. I was like, I think you're hitting your goals all right. And then yesterday she came home and she was like, yeah, I hit 14,000 steps. We only ran 2.5 miles yesterday. So, she stays busy. I can't imagine how hyper she would be if she didn't run 3 miles every day.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what else do we have going on? I know we've got some other stuff coming on.
I do have a question for you. It's of a
Okay.
personal nature.
Okay.
Here
we go.
Here we go. Okay. I just have to know how the hogs are.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I have had a critter saga going on at my house. I live out on some acreage, and it has been interesting times out there. I have had mornings where I've woken up to a possum staring at me from the cat food container on the front porch. That was lots of fun. That was scary for all of us, probably mostly so for the possum. It wasn't very good. And then I had a pack of wild dogs that were apparently hovering underneath my bedroom window the other morning at about 4:45, which was a great way to open my eyes.
Yeah.
Wasn't spooky or scary at all. And then I'm having a bit of a hog problem
Yeah, I know.
at the house. I've got at least 4 fully mature adults and probably about 8 piglets that are chasing them all through my front yard. And it's really interesting because, this would be a great time to plant corn if only the climate would work with me.
Yes, right.
Because my yard is perfectly tilled up. So
It's probably a great time to plant anything. You got some rye, winter rye you want to
I'm
put
telling
out?
you, it has been. It's so for anybody else out there that has dealt with a hog problem, which is a lot of us in this area. My son, who's 14, is ready to, stake out all night and have, hog hunting season in the front yard, which could get very interesting. But it's still a very strong possibility because right now I'm kind of out of options. But, who do you call? Who do you call?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Is there Hogbusters?
I don't know.
I
If
don't
there
know, but there
is, we
should
need
be.
to find out.
There should be. But yeah, so it's been interesting. So he asked me the other night, he's like, hey, we need to go hunting. And I'm like, I don't think we need to go anywhere. We can just hunt the front yard
Yeah, exactly.
because the critters are coming out.
So I was told the other day by somebody I called to get a critter out of my house, and I'll tell you about in just a second, that you can call critter getters. And they'll come get, and I said, and of course I live in Huntsville or in the Huntsville area.
Right.
And I said, really? He said, yeah, in Huntsville. I'm shocked. Okay, first of all, that there's a critter getter
Right.
anywhere, because you just get that kind of stuff. So the critter that I had to get out, because I'm just funny. I can deal with snakes. I can deal with spiders. I can deal with big ugly roaches. I can deal with anything. I cannot deal with lizards and frogs. I don't know why.
So
Ugh.
funny story that I will tell you is I used to be deathly afraid of lizards, and I had one. I actually saw it crawl in, or not crawling in, but crawling on my windowsill this is when I was still living with my parents, and I didn't sleep in my bedroom for a week.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how I was. The problem
Yeah.
is I lifted the top up on the washing machine, and he jumped off. My hand was right by him, and I did not realize it. He jumped off of the lid and went down into and it was laying on some dark towels. So that was nice. They were navy blue towels. So he's green, so he stood out. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. How will it feel if I touch his skin? No, I can't do it. I cannot do it. So I called
See, even when you got lots of moxie,
I know. Even with all my moxie, I couldn't do it. So I called a friend of mine, and he said, well, I was on my way into town, so I'll just turn around and I was a little hyper, I'll admit. Anyway, and he was so nice. He came over and got the critter out of my.
Well, and I'm wondering, maybe we just attract critters with lots of moxie, because this possum situation has been a saga.
Yeah.
And there would be some people that would be mighty upset if I told them some parts of the a possum saga.
Oh, yeah.
But
we
these
won't
guys,
describe
I
all
would
of it.
walk out and they'd be like right on the handrail of my porch.
And they just look at you and hiss.
And I would poke at him.
Yeah.
And there was no playing dead.
Yeah.
There was no
Yeah.
fear.
Yeah.
It was all, yeah, woman, whatever. I can take whatever you got to give me.
Yeah.
And they would just
'Cause
stand
the
there and look at me.
possum had moxie.
And then they would stand there and laugh at me. It was humiliating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really
The
happy with the
hissing-
possum.
the
And
hissing
then
is the
there
part
was
I
a
can
brief
handle.
incident with a raccoon, but I think the raccoon got a little freaked out by the possums, because I haven't seen Mr. Raccoon in a while. But yeah, it's been an interesting fall so far.
Yeah. And I don't remember all of the critters, but anyway, I had hogs in my yard
Yeah.
too.
it's been
I only
bad.
have 2 of them, 2 adults and a baby.
Yeah.
One baby. I think. I've only seen one baby.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they've torn up a little area, but it's not huge
they
like
have,
yours.
They
Yours
have
is-
trashed my, the 2.5 acres that I have immediately in my front yard is pretty much completely destroyed.
Yeah, I saw.
And so it's been a mess. So if you have any hints, if you got any tricks, tips, anything you want to offer,
Yeah, or
definitely let me know.
Or you'd like to come pay to
Or if you want to come,
hogs.
yeah, if you want to come, yeah, that'd be
We will
awesome.
guarantee a shoot.
Yes, I'll give you all the hog meat you can carry away. But it's so yeah, that's been a
What
little
you
bit of
should
an
do is
issue.
put some corn out and feed them up, and
I should just, I know. As much as I like bacon, but I haven't had wild hog bacon. Something's telling me that it's not going to be very tasty.
No, those adults not. But the pigs, you feed
Yeah.
them. You feed the piglets.
Yeah.
And,
But yeah, it's a bit of a mess out there right now.
I know.
But
Anyway.
but it's kind of that time of the year. Everything's out moving around. The weather's so great. Hunting season's upon us. I am so looking forward to having a fire soon. I really can't wait. I kind of missed that
You're gonna
brief
burn
look
the
at
yard?
because everything. No, well, I'm going to burn some wood in the yard.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I wonder if the hogs will come join me in the yard for the fire.
No, because in never mind, Lord of the Rings. They keep everybody away. No. Lord of the Rings.
Oh, this is we're going off on all kinds of tangents
yeah,
today.
Exactly. Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, so we'll take one more short break,
Okay.
and then we will be back in a few minutes.
Path to the Plate is a research-based education program that helps consumers understand how their food choices impact their health by making the connection to agriculture. Learning about how food is grown and produced, and how consumers can make better food choices for themselves and their families, Path to the Plate is all about dispelling myths and misconceptions. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with the Lone Star Community Radio.
Hispanic Chamber Connections with Dr. Carlos Sanchez, president of the Woodlands Conroe Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, featuring event announcements, member highlights, and more. Tuesdays at 1 p.m., broadcasting from the heart of Conroe, Texas on irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Second Saturday Divorce Workshop provides unbiased information to help you understand your options and move forward with your life. This divorce workshop is for you if you are contemplating divorce, in the process of divorce, already filed for divorce, or post-divorce. You will explore the emotional, legal, and financial aspects of divorce from professionals who have guided others through divorce. For more information on this divorce workshop, contact secondsaturdaywoodlands.com or call 832-375-0900.
A Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for summer internship opportunities, a Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to grab the mic and be on the air. A Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world all year round. Be an on-air personality, talk show producer, or YouTube, TV, podcast editor. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Melanie.
Hey, we're officially halfway through the week.
Hey, we are.
Yay! I know.
So, so you and I had our little critter, discussion. So, speaking of critters of another description. So, you watched it. You tell us about Little Mermaid Live.
Did anybody else watch the Little Mermaid Live last night that Disney presents? Okay, so I got to tell you, I was pumped. I was excited about it because I am a Disney fanatic.
I know you are.
And I love live shows, and you've got John Stamos and Queen Latifah, and and how in the world are they gonna bring the Little Mermaid to life? And I don't know who all watched it, but it was tragically disappointing. Now, Queen Latifah killed it as Ursula, and she comes out and she's got this octopus suit on, and then she loses it and she steps out in this like black vinyl PVC dress that was just awesome. And she totally killed the music. Like, it was amazing. It was awesome. And John Stamos comes out and he does this great performance. The rest of it was just kind of like, huh?
Yeah.
And and it was kind of like we were talking about with Dick at the break. Who thought, hey, you know what? Let's shoot a mermaid show live.
Yeah.
On TV. And this poor girl, and I don't know who
well, not
it was.
even that, it's on stage.
I know.
So it's like live doesn't matter. It's more of like, why would I want to go see...
Well,
you said a third of it's underwater.
Well, so they have this girl, and I don't know who she was. She was really talented, although she hit some musical notes that I don't think she intended to hit or miss.
Well, that's the beauty of live.
But yeah, but she, but so they have her in this beautiful mermaid tail, and they have her rigged up, to swim through the air, through the audience and everything like that. And she's still having to sing, and they actually did a pretty darn good job of it. But all I could sit there and think of is flying through the air trying to sing, and you've got your body in this thing, and like you notice her after the fact, she's like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be flipping my tail so it doesn't just look like I'm a hanging banana up here. But it was just really interesting, and I'm just curious. I know they did The Sound of Music, but why wouldn't they go with something like, any other Disney
not
show?
even that. We said the joke about the mermaid aspect, but they could have just said, hey, we're not gonna have the tails, but we can have something that represents that, so they can still walk around.
Yeah,
and because we get it, they're underwater.
I know.
Like, we don't have to.
And the other thing is more than half of it was the animated Little Mermaid show. Like they just acted out like a couple of
Well, I
parts
think
here
it's
and there.
because they knew. We can't do the full.
Well, yeah. So who
Well,
goes
no,
in there
did you see
thinking?
Sebastian?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so it was the singer Shaggy.
Yeah.
But he was in the Thriller outfit from Michael
It really
Jackson.
was. Yeah. Yeah.
But it was
really-
all red.
And he didn't
and
look like a. I mean, he did not look like
it
a
was
crab.
just kind of like the art direction on that thing just didn't make any
It
sense.
just kind of
'cause
missed.
They were like, oh, we can do it urban. Oh, we can do it like just like the cartoon. Oh, we can
Yeah.
do it like, oh, it's like we're on the stage, but it's like we couldn't just do one. Stick with one.
Well, and then they go into the whole, chef kitchen scene where John Stamos does his musical part, and they have the crabs that come out, and one of them is supposed to be Sebastian, and it's this kid. So it totally like you miss the mark on everything else, and then there's like 4 of them, and you're like, no, there was only one crab in this scene.
Yeah.
It was just I just didn't really get it, and I can't say that they weren't talented. The singing was
We wonder how
amazing.
those guys got jobs. Like, why did they cast Shaggy?
I have no idea. And John Stamos was an interesting choice, but he hit it out of the park. I mean, he did a great job. And it was very athletic performance and lots of singing and lots of dancing and lots of things being thrown around. And he had these rubber fish that were just cracking me up. But yeah, I kind of just didn't get it. It's like, why wouldn't they start with like Beauty and the Beast or something like that?
You need to file an official complaint because you're like a Disney aficionado.
Well, and it's one of those that's like a beloved.
When are you going to cancel
storyline.
Disney with all their horrible things they represent?
I know.
I mean,
do y'all remember whenever The Little Mermaid first came out? Now, for anybody that doesn't know, this is a little bit of Disney trivia. So whenever The Little Mermaid originally came out, the VHS case had a phallic symbol hidden in the art.
It was on
Yeah.
the. It was
Yes,
on King,
I still
King
have it.
Titan's,
on the castle.
Not Titan,
Yes, and
what's his name?
Triton.
Triton.
And but I still have it. I still have that
wow.
VHS tape in the case because it's a little bit of trivia. But yeah, I think this is just another in the long line of Little Mermaid controversies. Not to mention the fact that if you ever read the original story of the Little Mermaid, it does not have quite the same happy ending. Have you ever read it?
No.
Have you ever read it?
Isn't it like she has to eat?
Oh, it's way worse.
It's like
it's a very
her feet
sad. It's very
eaten
dark
or something like that.
It's very, very
Because her
dark.
voice isn't taken.
Nuh-uh.
That's not like as in the cartoon. Her voice is taken.
Yes.
That's not what happens in
No.
the original
And
tale.
no.
It's like
and then they tied in a plug for American Idol with the whole voice. Like, I mean, they really stretched on a whole lot of different levels here. Or maybe it wasn't American Idol. It must have been whatever singing show was on that same
Idol.
network.
It's Idol.
But it was just really interesting. I'd love to get everybody's feedback because it was like, really, why not start with Beauty and the Beast or The Princess and the Frog or something where everybody has feet? I don't understand, like from start to finish.
or just give them feet. Like we get it.
Just give them feet.
Yeah.
But it was good efforts, and I commend them for trying something really challenging. But yeah,
But
it
they
really
missed.
did just
But
kind
they
of
missed
really,
the boat.
really miss the mark. And I think there were more commercials than there was actual time of live singing and acting. But again, just an interesting little tidbit.
Well, I just thought that it was one of those things that I thought I might want to watch that, and then of course it was election.
Well, I'm not gonna. After with the World Series being over now.
Well, with the election stuff,
And-
what do you think about Sean Spicer? Have you not heard about this controversy?
No.
So he's on Dancing with the Stars,
Uh-huh.
and apparently the way the voting works is they have a popular vote, and apparently they're just getting hit with so many votes for him, so they keep saving him every week, and
Nice.
to the point where I think they were saying like the judges are now getting upset.
Yeah, they're getting mad
because they're like, no matter what we give this person, we're trying
That
to.
he's not going
he's
away?
not going away, and
Very interesting.
I know.
Well,
And
isn't that
one
what-
of the most popular people last night, or not last night, but the last show, what's her name? Shoot. Anyway, she finally got
booted off.
But
he stayed.
But he stayed.
Well, I mean, and what's weird though is when you have shows like that, that's bound to happen.
Of course.
Of course.
Because there's
Well,
people.
American Idol.
People,
one year,
you tell people not to
somebody-
do something, they're going to do it 10 times over. So
I'm sorry, I just got a really funny comment. Don't bully my mermaid. But I'm gonna have to look into because I love Dancing with the Stars. It's such a great concept, great idea. But that's really it's kind of funny how they do that with the popular vote.
So, real quick because we've got just a minute before we have to go, but I want you guys to be looking for new information from Christy and I. We are going to start the Moxie. Look for it from Moxie.
Yeah, if you don't like and follow the Moxie Facebook page, you're already missing out.
Yeah, you should. You should.
And if you've got events and stuff coming up, you can also send those to us, and we'll post them up there because we want to spread the word.
But we have a word that you guys are going to start seeing, and that's bully. And we are on board to stop people from bullying our vote, and that's everybody. It
we
doesn't
rolling this out
whether
now?
Yeah, well, why not?
Mel's like, I'm taking it today.
I'm
taking
done.
it today.
I'm done. Anyway, we want you to think about this. We want you to think whether you're Republican or Democrat or you're conservative or progressive or whatever you are. You think about the people that are bullying your vote, the organizations, the individuals, the office holders, the
Joe Blows just doing stupid stuff at the polling locations.
Exactly. The people walking up to you at polling locations. And anyway, and think about that. And we promote our candidates. We're a little traditional in how we do that, but that doesn't really have anything to do with it. What it has to do with is that we're kind of tired of people being aggressive and ugly, and so
it's time to bring decorum back into politics and respect,
time to bring decorum back into life.
It's true, and we've all seen it. There have been some crazy antics that have been reported. So if you have some thoughts on that, we'd like to hear those too. But be on the lookout. We've got some fun stuff coming up, and we're looking forward to sharing it with you and getting everybody involved with it. And just like that, Hump Day's over.
It is.
I know. Another show in the books. And stay tuned next week. So we've got Thanksgiving. We've got all kinds of Veterans Day is on Monday. We have so many great things coming up, so many great events. Just make sure you're following us and liking us on Facebook. Stay tuned for everything that's coming up. We have some great shows in store for you, some great event coverage, some great pictures that we're going to be sharing. And if you've got an event or a story that you would like to share, make sure you send it to us. We want to share it with the rest of the world because here on Toast of the Town, we celebrate the best of Montgomery County.
Amen.
Yeah, so make sure you have it on your calendar to join us again next Wednesday at noon when we toast the rest of Montgomery County. And thanks for joining me and Mel today.
Absolutely.
And y'all make it a great weekend, and we will see you next week.